Hey guys, what's up? My name is Art, back for another video. Today is Wednesday. Where do I start? This past weekend, I recovered from a sinus cold, and that was terrible. Most times when I catch a cold, I feel terrible, but a sinus cold is like the worst. And I had to pull out my humidifier. Had to pull out my humidifier and all sorts of stuff just to get better. So I am better now. Except for annoying cough, but that's normal. Today I took the day off so I can take my mom to her. She had to do a colonoscopy and some other test. So I was there for from 7, from almost 8 o'clock in the morning to almost 10 o'clock, 8 to 10 o'clock in the morning. Got back, had some breakfast, sitting in the waiting room, and I'm looking at all these people here to take a test. Made me think about certain things. Somehow something went wrong in someone's life, and everybody in that test, something's wrong with them, and they have to take a test to see the extent of the problem. Okay. So I had to look at myself. I gave myself a test to see what is going on with my life, is the way how my life is going, the way how I think it should go. And so far, it looks brighter. My life is looking brighter. Certain elements in my life, the bad elements, most of them are gone. Most of them are gone. There's one or two elements that's kind of around, but not really. And when I mean they're kind of around, they're not actively in right near me. They're like far away, but anytime it could be a problem. But I can always say no, and I had to learn to say no. It's not that the fact that I like saying no, it's the fact that one, sometimes we have to say no. One time, this person, one time, this is one of my coworkers. She's like, oh, she's a single mother. She gets veterans benefits, and she works at my job. Okay, so she gets technically 2 checks a month. And she's telling me that, oh, she's hungry. I'm like, what do you mean you hungry? Oh, because my son eats a lot of food and stuff. And I look at her, she's like 4 something. Her son's like almost 5 foot something. And he's a big boy for his age, but I looked up and I was like, dude, I'm like, girl, you dating some dude who works at a restaurant. Ring his ass up for him to bring you some food. If he can come to your house late at night, get the little booty call, and bust his nut, he can come in and bring you some damn food. And what happened to my coworker who I said that around, he kind of like, oh, like, yeah, why don't you call your boyfriend? Yeah, he should be able to bring us food. What happened? She did. Guess what? Her boyfriend bought her food. I'm like, you asking me for food? No. What are you doing for me? And that's the idea. Is what are you doing for me? Everybody always have wants. Everybody have wants. of course, everybody knows, everybody has wants and everybody has needs, but the question is, what do they really want? I have a problem. I don't know how to solve it, so I'm gonna ask person A or Art to help me out with my problem. I need to get to point A to point B. Let me call Art. Yeah, and stuff like that. Oh, I need money to pay my rent, so let me call Art. And I look up, it's like, well, hold on. These people, they make money. But the problem is, what are they using their money on? What are they using their money on? I don't know. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of a story. So I'll tell you this quick story. It's a bar story. 10 plus years ago, like between 2005, it's not 2005, like 2002 to 2005 ish, I was heavily in the bar scene. I like to drink. Went to this bar and I was at this bar all the time. And I know I mentioned this in one of my way past videos. Me spending over $100 a night at this bar. Friday night I'll spend like 120. Saturday 120. That's 240 a week. Almost $300 a week at this bar. Then the funny thing is, at the time, my finances, I was able to afford to do that. My finances, I was able to afford to do that. So, it never dawned on me. So imagine 2, 3, 6, almost $1,000 a month drinking at a bar. Yeah, true. So I remember this one waitress who, she wanted to make some money. She wanted to make money. And at this time, if you was a waitress at this bar, it was easy for you to make money. The only problem is certain customers don't like to pay. Just like any other bars. Any other bars or restaurants, some people don't want to pay. So what happened is, the bar, a Michelob, Bud Light would be like $5-6, and they give you $1 tip. Okay, and they do that stuff, and that's it. So what happened was, there was this waitress I used to talk to a lot, way back in the day. And every now and then on an odd Wednesday or Tuesday, she'll ring me up and say, "Hey, I'm working tonight. Want to come by?" And of course, like a dumbass, I'll rush up there. But on the weekdays, I don't spend that much. But the weekends is the big money. So I was like, what the hell? So then one time, this one guy I was hanging out at the bar with, and the thing is, he was a drug dealer. You know, he sold drugs. Plus, he also worked a handyman and all sorts of stuff. But he sold drugs because some of the waitresses who worked there buy their weed from him. So the bouncers know who he is. And sometimes the bouncers keep an eye on this guy. So think about it. So one time I come in, we're sitting here talking, all this. Yeah, what's up? We're sitting there talking. And he goes, "Hey man, I gotta talk to you about something." I'm like, "Okay, well, what about?" And so he said, "Here, come on." So we go to the bathroom. Now think about 2 guys going to the bathroom. Okay. And the bathroom is slightly, the funny thing is the guy's bathroom was always open. Girls' bathroom's always shut. So it was kind of funny. You know, we was talking in the bathroom for a little bit, and one of the bouncers started walking around. He goes, "Okay, I tell you what, we can't talk here. Let's go outside for a hot second." Now back then you could smoke in the bars, but for him to say I gotta smoke a cigarette outside, so like okay fine. So I walked out and they looked at. Now I think the bouncers, no, I don't smoke. Because a couple times they asked me questions about this guy. They said, "Oh, did you know he sell drugs?" I'm like, "Nope, no, I didn't. I don't. I talked to him while I'm here. That's it. I don't hang out with him. I don't know what he does on it. I know he works on roofs. I know he works roofing sometimes. Other than that, I don't know much about the dude." And so they always say, "Well, just be careful about him." I'm like, okay, cool. So they knew they knew I was okay. He looked at me. He goes, "This girl." He goes, "This girl is telling all these other waitresses. Say, have you been noticing other waitresses talking to you lately?" And I'm like, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess. And the thing is, those other waitresses that was talking, were always saying hi to me all the time. And I was like, they always saying hi to me and stuff like that. "Hey, why don't you come here and talk to me?" I was like, I never thought anything about it. It wasn't some kind of ego thing. It wasn't like, "Oh, I'm the man" kind of shit. No, I'm just like, okay, fine. I just come there to drink. And he goes, "Well, this girl's telling all these other girls that you gave her $100 tips every week." I'm like, "What? $100 tips?" Yeah, she said that. She's telling she's bragging about how you come in and you give her $100 of tips every week. Be giving a waitress $100 tip for drinking? Odd. So I'll say no. I give her $20 at the end of the night because I'll go. My bank was right down the street right down the street. So before I hit the bar, I went to the bank, get 120, come in, I walk out, nothing at the end of the night. Okay, no big deal. I always have like $10 to $15 stashed in the car, but that's okay. So I was like, no, I don't give her $100 a tip. That's kind of insane. And he goes, "Oh, okay, I believe you." He said, "Just watch out." So who's been telling you this?" He said, "Well, one of the waitresses told me this. Because she gets weed for me sometimes." I was like, "Oh, okay." That time at the bar, the whole bar was their territory. They go all over the place to get tips. Get before they section people off the sections. But like I said, it was easy for people to make money. It's very easy for a girl to make money there. Very easy. The problem is how much money. So so what happened was, she said he goes, so she came in. I came in. Back in, she came in with my Heineken and 2 shots. We take her 2 shots. I'm a Heineken. He goes, "Did you ask for that?" I'm like, "No, no, because I used to ask for it all the time. But she just came up, just gave it to you." And I go, "Yeah, hmm." And so he said, "Because I've been watching you for a while." Because she told me this a couple. It's like she told me this a couple of weeks ago. So I've been watching. And I see her come up to you many times with shots. Okay. So what happened is some other waitress was getting around. She was serving some other guys, some other crew that we was in, and she comes out with this. So what happened was, something started to think in my mind. How in the world am I giving her $100? Is she just bragging about it? Is she just bragging about it to make her look good, or is there something really going on? Now remember, I said she wants to make money. So what happened? She came in with Heineken and 2 shots. So what happened was she gave me my Heineken. She's talking to the girl, and I grabbed one of the other shot. See, she had 1 shot in her left hand. She had like 2 shots right here, and the beer right here. I took the one on the left because she always gave me the one on the right. And she goes, "Oh, that's my shot." I was like, "Oh well, go." Then I looked at her. She hesitantly took her shot. She's like, "Oh." And I'm thinking to myself, she never shivered like that before. But then again, my shot had no alcohol. My shot had no alcohol. So think about this. Heineken was probably $6 or $7. Each shot was probably like $8 to $10. So what happened is she charged me for 2 shots, but only one was alcoholic, and she had a fake shot. So every time she gave me a drink, she made $10 off. So at the end of the night, I gave her a $20 tip. It was between $80 to $120 a night. Then the wheel started churning even more. I was like, that bitch. Wait, you mean to tell me this bitch wanted money so bad? And I shouldn't really say it, but this person wanted money so bad that they basically swindled me to giving them money. And if I didn't notice that, so naturally the next week I went to a different section. They put everybody in section. I went to a different section so she couldn't talk to me. But that's what I'm saying. She wanted to make money, so she did that to make that money. Other waitresses, the waitress I met after that, they made $50 off of me because they wasn't doing all that shit. Because what happens sometimes sometimes their shot be a little, their shot, well, sometimes not too strong, but it was a real shot. So this person wanted money. She swindled me to con me out of my own money. That's a more extreme circumstance, but you get the hint. People always want stuff, and the funny thing is, I want stuff too. For example, if you come up to me and say, "Hey, I need a ride home," if it's a one-time thing, I'm not gonna be too worried about it. You know what I'm saying? If it's a one-time thing or one couple days thing, I'm not too worried about that. But when it's to the point where I'm taking you back and forth to work every day, Art wants money. If Art's taking you out to eat, if you want me to take you out to eat, Art wants something in return. But what happens is a lot of times they turn around to make it look like you're treating them just out of the goodness of your heart. But the problem is they just want a free meal out of you. And that's what happens. For example, my friend Maria that I kicked to the curb. She loved the fact that she loved when she loved it. She loved when she wanted to take me out when I wanted to take her out to dinner. She loved that. Okay, we go out to eat somewhere. Okay. Problem is, I'm taking her out to eat. I'm driving her here, there, and all this other shit. And what do I get? I get a hug and say, "Oh, I'm so sweet." But she's banging some other dude, and I'm sitting here, well, how come I'm not getting that treat? This other dude that she's banging, not doing shit for her. You might take her to a grocery shopping once. But the funny thing is that why is it I'm not getting that treatment? Now you might say, well, she's entitled to bang other dudes. She's not entitled to give you anything. You're right. But then again, I'm not entitled to give her anything as well. And that's what I mean. It's not about being entitled. It's about wanting things. I want you to pay me back. Somehow, some way, shape, some form. And if you can't do that, or if you're not willing to do that, then why should I go out of my way to help you? To help with your wants. That's the idea. Now, the thing is that I'm not trying to sound callous. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole or anything like that. But people are like that. They want you to do shit for them. But they don't want to pay you back. They don't want to do anything for you. They consider it as what you should be doing for them. So, hopefully this weekend when it comes up. Oh, I'm on vacation next week. Don't know what I'm gonna do yet. At first I was kind of hoping the weather wouldn't be so like snow out right now, but I might go to my college for a day. I might drive to my alma mater for a day just to walk around and see how it changed. I might do that. Thinking about it. But other than that, I will be talking to you soon, and hope you have a great day.